Welcome to our Boomerang Team Power Hour for June. We have one this Monday and then one next Monday coming up. Super, super exciting stuff, you guys, happening in, sorry, I'm going to turn this up, probably better. Super, super exciting stuff happening in the world of coaching and challenge groups and LIIFT4 launching and To Be Mindset just launched. And we have so many amazing new humans in our team. And it's just like, and it's sunny out. Marie has a tan for the first time in 11 months. So let's just praise that for a second. Lots of exciting stuff coming down, and it can be really easy to get overwhelmed. So super important for you to focus on what brings you joy with coaching and to really focus on, okay, where am I putting my attention right now? Am I putting my attention for this week on learning my stuff? Great. Am I putting my attention on this week on crafting awesome Instagram and Facebook posts and Instagram stories and really vamping up my social media? Awesome. Am I focused this week on really finding new people to put into my funnel to start conversations with and really interact with and create new conversations and relationships with? Wherever your focus is right now, don't let yourself go too wide and too scattered, because then you just don't do anything, right? And then you feel like you're unproductive and you feel like you wasted your own time, and it starts to feel like a chore. So just really make it fun for yourself this month. So for myself personally, I'll give an example. I am so excited for our Girls That Eat group that just kicked off today. We're going to run that group all summer long, which is going to be awesome. So we're all doing the To Be Mindset in that group. And then I actually have something to share with you guys that I haven't shared yet. On July 16th, Brittany Holko and I are hosting another group together, and it's going to be #GirlsThatLift, and we're doing LIIFT4 starting on the 16th. So if y'all want to be a part of that, the invite is right there. So we're doing Girls That Eat. This just whole girls, that theme seems to be fitting for the summer. I'm not sure. Just run with it with me. So Girls That Eat starts today, runs all summer long with To Be Mindset. So you can consistently sign people up with To Be Mindset and help them get set up in that group. We're going to leave everything up. That group is just going to stay up as a To Be Mindset hub. And then we're going to start Girls That Lift July 16th. And the LIIFT4 challenge packs go on sale on June 11th, sorry. Between June 11th and July 16th is kind of that window. And then on July 16th, they launch on BOD. When somebody orders the LIIFT4 challenge pack, they get automatic access to 4 workouts called Before LIIFT4. So that's super exciting. Oh, what's up, Salid? How you been? Oh, sorry.
Polish my food. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're totally fine. I'm just talking about LIIFT4 and To Be Mindset. And Stacy, what's up? All sunny.
Hey, I got my normal name back.
Yay! You're Stacy and not Marie B. How did it feel? I'm just joking. Okay, I'm going to mute you for 1 second and just finish real quick. Oops, I got you. So I was just talking about how on July 16th, I'm going to be hosting with Brittany Holko another group called #GirlsThatLift, and we're going to be doing LIIFT4 together. So I'm opening that up. Same thing as this Girls That Eat group. I'm opening it up to our entire team. My only requirement is just support your people and show up in the group, right? Like use that challenge group as if it's your own. So show up in there, post stuff in there daily. There's no like, I need permission. No, I'm literally giving you permission right now to treat that as your own challenge group and share as much value in those groups as humanly possible. So that's what's going on upcoming. I just got the tank tops in the mail, which I'm really excited about. And Summit is in like 2.5 weeks, which is nuts. And Hope, I know that you won't be able to come to Summit this year because you're brand new, but hopefully next year, because it is so fun. So that's kind of what's on the up and up, you guys. And I just wanted to share that plan with you because I know it can be really easy to be like, well, so-and-so is doing whatever and so-and-so Success Club numbers are here. And it can be really easy to get into that comparison mode. And we actually just had a Diamond Date Night call where we talked about this. And one of the best things that I've done for my business in the last couple of months is I literally stopped watching everybody else's social media. I stopped watching everybody's Instagram stories. I stopped scrolling. The only time that I let myself do that was, okay, I'm giving myself 15 minutes. I'm literally setting a timer and I'm going to go and share some love and share some value on some people's posts if I'm scrolling. And otherwise it was very mindful. It was, okay, I have a list of 10 people. I'm going to go and message these 10 people and just like give them some love today, continue my conversations with them. And then I just went from there. And honestly, you guys, sharing honest stories on social media has been such a huge switch for me. Instead of putting posts up about like, you know, when you feel like, you guys know what I'm talking about, you know, when you put up a post and the language you're using is, I know you want to this, or you feel this. Instead of doing that kind of language, I switched it. And this last month, I really tried to focus on, I remember thinking blank. I remember feeling blank. I used to be, look at my post from today. I used to struggle with anxiety daily. Okay. It doesn't have to always be that way. I've come a long ways, and here I can help you. This is how I go from Island A to Island B. We've talked about this lots of different calls. So you just share how I used to be there. I know what it's like. This is where I am now. And this is, I can show you how to bridge that gap, right? Island A to Island B in the bridge. So I'm going to shut up now, but if you guys have any questions throughout the call, just unmute yourself or put it in the chat, but unmute yourself and just say like, hey, this is my question, or this is my thought that I just had pop up. And for the rest of the chat, we will just chill here. If you have questions, ask away. And otherwise, you can send out invitations, make your list of people that you want to invite to your next group. Send out follow-up messages if that's what step you're on right now. If you're like a brand new coach and you're reading new coach training stuff, go for it with that. And so long as you're muted, people can't actually hear your sound on your computer. So just in case you're like, I want to watch this quick video right now, but let's just use the next 30 minutes and crush some good work. Cool beans? Awesome sauce. Okay, I'm going to mute myself, and then I probably will think of something to say to you guys. So just be forewarned. Oh, Stacey says, are the 2B prices still the same? So the sale ended yesterday, so they went up. So back up to regular price. I'm sure they'll go on sale again at some point. So 2B Mindset Kit and Shakeology is 210 Canadian now. And 2B Mindset Shakeology and Beachbody On Demand is, let me just double check really quick here, 259. Okay. So I just still like, obviously the sale was super sweet because people saved $20, but I still break it down for people, even with that 259 mark. Like you get access to all 700 workouts for the entire year in BOD, and you're getting your Shako for like $50 or something like that when it comes down to breaking it down in the pack. So I just break it down for people and give them the perspective. And at the end of that, they're like, oh, I get it. It's only $4.80 Canadian for a serving of Shako. Well, that's actually super cheap and way less than my Starbucks order or my Tim Hortons, whatever, coffee and a muffin every single morning. So just help people be educated on the price. And that's that.
Sorry, so it was 205 and 259. Can you just write them in the comments so I can write it down? Sorry.
Oops, sorry. I just realized I was muted. Yes, so it's 210. I'll write it in the thing. 210 Shakeology and 2B Mindset Challenge Pack, and 259 Canadian Shakeology and 2B Mindset and BOD annual. And then also, you guys, I guess I can just say one other thing too, since I just mentioned that LIIFT4, just like every other launch, just like every other, like just like the 80-day obsession, just like 2B Mindset, in your back office in Grow My Business, there are trackers for you to print off. So this one is like for customer ones, and it just has a spot for you to put customer name, email, and then check off which challenge pack they want to order. So on the date, you can send that share cart to them, and you can already ask them what flavor of Shakeology they want, and you'll know which pack they want before you send it. So what I like to do is I like to hype it up with my Instagram stories, with Instagram posts over the next, like probably over the next week. I have it in my little calendar, like weekly, which things I'm advertising for. So probably this next weekend, even like June 6th, probably Wednesday, Thursday, I'll start advertising for LIIFT4. And then that's when people are going to start asking about it. And I'll just say, awesome, it comes with June 11th. I'm super excited. I'll be able to send you the link to order on that date. I'll just ask you a couple questions. Like, do you have BOD already? What flavor of Shako do you want? Do you want the performance stack, the pre and post workout? Do you want to try the beach bars? I just ask them a couple questions. And then when they answer that, you have that information. You can just write it down. And on the day that it launches, you can just easily send that share cart then. And it's super simple to already have the information. So I do that way. And I find it super helpful because then people are in the know and they feel like you're leading them. And that's a really good spot to be in, right? They feel like they're taken care of, which is important.
So the June for the LIIFT4, Do you have to be a coach to get into that?
You have to be a coach to get into Joel's. They'll do the same thing as 2B, I'm sure. So you need to be a coach to get into Joel's test group, just because like there are hundreds of thousands of coaches at this point. So that's how they kind of, I don't want to say weed out, but that's how they make it exclusive. And then for our girls that lift group, you don't have to be a coach. You just have to have purchased your your LIIFT4 challenge pack to be in that group and be doing the program.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it comes out in July.
You betcha. So July or June 11th is when it like launches. So people can purchase June 11th and they get access to those 4 workouts, the before LIIFT4 workouts, which is great because that's kind of like a little obsessed, right? You got 4 workouts. The program itself is only 4 days a week anyway, so you could really just do those 4 workouts for like 2 or 3 weeks before it launches. And then July 16th, the program goes on to BOD. But that being said, June 11th, sorry, when the stuff launches and they can get that soft launch, like the 4 workouts, they get all the resources and meal plan and printables and stuff at that point. So they can start looking through everything and their pack will ship. It'll get to them within 10 to 14 days. And then on July 16th, they can start the workouts. So that's how that works.
So what are you girls doing to sell it? Like what's the big, because for me, like I love this program. I think it's awesome. Like 4 days a week in the middle of summer, like a frick, it's perfect. But it's like, it's coming out in October anyways. What are you guys using to sell this?
So
you know what I mean?
my thing is like I'm super excited about it, so the people who are joining me are super excited about it, right? So the only way that you ever like sell anything is by you love Shakeology now. You were a skeptic before, right? So you can sell Shakeology like that now because your belief in it is so strong. My belief in this program that people actually need this summer, while it's like, hey, I want to go hiking, I want to do spin class, I want to go to yoga, I'm going to be at the lake. People need this program now, so I have a firm belief that they need it now, and I'm going to launch it now as if this is the exclusive opportunity for you to do this with me, because I don't know if I'll be doing this in October. There might be a new program that I'm doing in October, right? So I always like to ride the wave of launches because I feel like Beachbody really has it mapped out on like the timing of the year. People want a 4-day-a-week workout during the summer months, whereas 80-day obsession did really well in January because people were like, yes, New Year's goals, 45 to an hour workout, time nutrition, like people are very focused. So they do it really well with the seasons. And I feel like this season is, I want burger and a beer and 4 days a week of working out, but then I want 3 days of rest. So I just like kind of focus on that and really think about, okay, this is a season of people wanting like 30-minute workouts, 4 days a week. It's HIIT and lifting with only like light, medium, and heavy weights. You don't need a lot of equipment, or you can just take the resistance bands to the lake. Perfect, sweet. This is something that I'm going to be jumping on board with. So essentially,
Okay, so to sell it to your existing customers, you're saying, why don't you get the early access pack?
Yeah, I just say if you want to be part of this group, all you have to do is get your accessory pack or your completion pack, which is going to be like whatever, between 50 and $100, and they'll just get their resistance band, which is super sweet. The red one from Beachbody is really nice. I got it with T25 like a few years back. So they get the resistance band, the program materials, and I can't remember what else. And then if they choose to get another bag of Shaco and maybe a shaker cup, if they want to try beach bars, if they want to do performance stacks, you can just navigate that customer to customer. But that's how I'm going about it that way. Because then some people too, like, okay, so say I have an existing customer who has fallen off the face of the earth and they're like, hey, like this actually just happened. I have a girl who is going to be signing up for LIIFT4. She's super excited for it. She was like one of my first coaches, you guys, ever. One of my first coaches I ever signed up, and she quit probably 2 years ago and still did some bod workouts, stopped drinking Shakeology. Like that happens. Some people are in it, some people are not. Some people are not. She messaged me and was like, "Okay, tell me about this nutrition group. I think I'm looking for more so workouts, but just tell me about it." I told her about TV Mindset. She was like, I'm kind of looking for more so workouts. And I said, great, this is what I have for you. July 16th, we're doing this program. It's called LIIFT4. You're going to love it. Here's the details about it. Do you want in? She was like, yes, that sounds great. I haven't been on Shakeology in a long time and I haven't tried Energize yet. Sign me up. Send me the link on that date. Boom. That's an old customer who I'm now selling this program to because I'm stoked about it. She needs it in her life. And now it's a win-win on both ends.
Perfect.
Cool.
While everyone's working, can I tell you guys about my surgery?
Yes, please do. Please do.
Because I know Sandy's a nurse and maybe it'll help other people, but well, it's other people that have had children. Anyways, so do you guys know what diastasis recti is?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm having that surgery on Wednesday. I'm going to Calgary I'm from a plastic surgeon, but yeah, basically they're gonna pat me down in the pubic area, lift my stomach skin up, and tie all my ab muscles back together, and
You failed to mention the 2 hernias.
yeah, put back my 2 hernias, shove them back in there. So it's super major, and so I'm like, I go Wednesday. I've been nesting. It's like I'm having a baby again or something, but I've been like doing a whole bunch. So I've already crushed my June goals. I've already hit Success Club 8 with 2 new coaches. My goal was 10. I'm going to get it because I've got another one in there. Because I just need to like go and relax after, because I literally will be wearing this like brace around my body for 24 hours a day for a month. So it's huge, and I just had to like get this energy out because I'm kind of nervous about it.
You're going to be
Yeah.
so good. And like, honestly, Stacey, like you and I were talking about, you have the tools and mindset and support now that is like unparalleled, like with your meditation practice and Shakeology and To Be Mindset with the nutrition, like all these things in the group, like we will support the shit out of you.
I know, because I've been putting this off for years, and it's just like perfect timing. I'm running my own mindfulness group right now, like, so where I'm teaching the girls how to meditate and everything. It's awesome. They're loving it.
Love it.
And yeah, like I have all these awesome things going on. So I'm ready, because normally I would not be able to slow down enough to do something like this and recover for this long, but I'm ready now.
And it's like, this is the craziest turn of events. I don't know if this is actually what's going to happen, but so Stacey and I met because last year, probably like this week last year.
Yeah. No, in May.
Oh, sorry. In May of last year, I went with a girlfriend to Motion Fitness. I don't ever go to the gym. And my friend was like, let's go to a class at the gym. You can pick the class. And I was like, oh, like I hate the gym, but fine. So I picked P90X because it was the one class that I was like, ooh, sweet, P90X, I'll go. I go to P90X. This lady absolutely rocks my socks off. I was like, this is the best class ever. And I finished the class. I go up to her. Of course, it's me. I'm like going to go introduce myself. And I was just like, dude, like, that's amazing. That class was so fun. I've never thought about getting my live training until like now watching you do this. And she was like, well, you should do this. Anyways, we exchange numbers. We start talking. She's asking about coaching. I'm asking about P90X. And in this whole turn of events, this whole year, I became a P90X instructor. Stacey became a coach. I'm potentially going to be taking over her position at that same class for the summer. Weird, like full circle.
It's awesome.
Isn't that crazy? And like now we're like close friends, and she's a coach on our team, but it only happened because I went out of my comfort zone to go to that class and then went up to her afterwards and was like, hey,
and I went out of my comfort zone too. Yes, we both did.
And Stacey went out of her comfort zone and was like, how the hell do I work a computer? And now she just crushes it and hits Success Club every single month. So miracles happen.
I know, I love it. This is why Beachbody's so awesome. It's so awesome.
Exactly. But you're going to do awesome.
No, Stacey, I'm super happy that you shared your story, because I had no idea that you were going and doing this. So thank you for sharing.
That's why we'll be that's able to go to a summit with you, lovely lady.
Yeah, for sure. But everything, all of these things happen at the right time for the right reasons, right? Obviously. The little bits of advice that I can give is don't push it. Take the time. Follow the directions, allow your body to heal. The last thing you want to do is split anything or move too quickly. It is a major surgery. But the awesome part of it is that you now have a platform to be able to share it and to be able to help all of these women that I have that are telling me they can't do it because of diastasis recti. And I'm hearing it all of the time. And so think it like, that's amazing that you're going to be able to say, I did it for this many years before I took surgical intervention, or this is why I did it, or did it or whatever. And that's a beautiful thing. And now that I know a bit more about your story, I can turn around and say, give this girl a follow, you know. And we talked on our diamond call tonight about how sometimes you might not connect with somebody because of something, but somebody else does, right? And so even if they're your customer or my customer, it doesn't really matter as long as they're connecting on the level that they need to connect with. And so that's awesome. And so I appreciate you sharing, and I wish you the best of luck.
Aw, thank you, Sandy. Yeah, I'll try not to be too crazy.
You'll be just fine.
You will be just fine. And congratulations on hitting your goals. That is incredible. I set some high goals this weekend too, because I really want to make sure that I'm set before Summit so that I can just share and have fun with it and not have to stress. And I came close. I hit SC4. I wanted to hit 6 or 5 or 6. And you know, it was a learning curve for sure for me, because I took sort of what Marie has talked about lately on that route of shall we call it shallow marketing, and really pushed for that, like lose 10 to 40 pounds, and was messaging, typing like crazy, putting all these conversations forward, which I know from experience will pay off in the future, but it was a lot of work to not get a lot of gain back. And so am I upset with that? No, not at all. I know that those conversations pay off in the future, and that just being in their inbox and being a real person is for it. But it also makes me realize that that shallow marketing, yes, it can get people in your inbox, but those people are looking for shallow fill, right? So, you know, being more authentic and being, you know, most of the time being real with our struggles and our journeys will pay off more than that shallow marketing that so many other companies do. Is it worth it once in a while with a push for a sale and push for these goals? Absolutely. And I learned so much from it, but I just thought maybe I
hear you, because I think I got like 30, or I can't remember how many people messaged me about that. And did I even get one person out of that? Maybe one. But you know what? It helped your what's it called? The Facebook feed. No, like the
funnel.
The what?
No, like being noticed, being seen on your social media reel, and like, for sure.
It blew it up. It did. And you know what? The people that were tire kicking, like, you know, we'll talk to you next month. They got them in gear. But yeah, I don't think I actually got a new customer from that, which is crazy, because so many people were messaging me and wanted a whole bunch of information. And you're right, it was a lot of time and energy, but it was good, because that's practice too, right?
Oh, and they come around in the future. And I know that, like, I'm only, you know, my business is thriving now because I've been so consistent. And I just put up a post that talks about that. The fact that I worked, you know, for $0 at the beginning, and now I covered my mortgage this month. You know, I never thought that it was possible when I sat on these same team calls, but just being consistent and showing up every day and continuing to offer new and fun things, and committing to it myself, right? It is so important to be able to do that. And even with your surgery, Stacey, you're going to be able to talk about To Be Mindset, which is a massive launch right now, and hopefully be able to dive into LIIFT4 not long after you're healed up. You know, that's almost perfect timing, which is crazy, right? Because that'll be like 6 or 8 weeks post-surgery. So depending on what they allow you to do, you know, that's pretty awesome how that all works out. But always pays off. Those conversations, you know, there might be a lot of work right now, but they'll pay off.
I know.
I actually had a girl.
That's good advice, actually. I never thought to use it but yeah, you're right. I totally can.
Yeah. And you know what? I had a girl say to me today, she's like, oh yeah, I heard you were chatting with my girlfriend, Crystal, about, you know, your new program. And like, they had a conversation over coffee this morning or something. I had no idea they even knew each other, but of course, you know, that's the way this world works and especially with social media, I was just like, oh, so now of course I'm like, messaged both of them, like, I hope you guys join together. It's always more fun with a friend, you know, and maybe I'll get 2 out of it. Never even do it, right?
Awesome.
So it's pretty awesome.
I think you guys both touched on something really important there.
What's that?
I think you guys touched on something really important there when you said, like, when you encouraged Stacey to share about her surgery and her healing, because truly, you guys, like, that right, what you just said is a key to success. That's sharing your mess. Your mess is your message. Share wherever you're at, and wherever you're at, that's where people are going to meet you at, right? And like, share where you're at, but also where you're going. And I think that's really key. So yes, share, okay, this is my experience, this is where I've come from, but this is where I'm now, and then also this is where I'm going. That's really sweet. And I'll say this truly, Kaylee is really good at this too. She's really good at projecting, these are my goals, watch me. These are my goals, watch me in your posts. If you guys ever like check out, like we all do it just like, well, I would say we all do it well. Sandy's really good at it too. Stacy's killing it. But Kaylee specifically, I've seen you lately with like, I know if you're having a shitty day because you post something fiery about your goals that you're going to hit in the next like near future. And I'm like, ooh, good. She turned it around. She was having a bad day and she looked at her goals and she got fired up again. And now she's looking forward. And that's a really big deal. So I love that you said that, Sandy, for Stacy, because it's true. Like, share wherever you're at. Where I'm at right now is I'm a plant mother. I'm a plant mother.
I love your plant babies.
One of my plants has plancer right now, you know.
That killed me. Oh my God.
And that's where I'm at. That's my reality. So I share about that shit because people relate to it, right? Yeah. I don't have 3 children and a mortgage right now. I'm living the condo life. I got plants. I travel. I drink coffee at 11 a.m. on a Monday. And a lot of people are like, F you, Marie, that is not my reality. But a lot of people are also seeing that and they're like, wow, that is so cool. Especially because a year ago today, I was having panic attacks teaching in a classroom position. So if that can change so drastically in 1 year's time, I hope that posting about that kind of stuff can serve the person who needs it. So that's why, Stacey, like posting about your healing, huge. Well,
that's why I started this mindset group instead of because I can't work out, right? But I tell everyone, like, I'm not a guru, like I'm not a meditation guru, but I'm going to share with you what I've been doing for the last year that's helped me with my anxiety, what's helped, and they're all like, yeah, man, we're in. So it's good. I love it.
Well, and you know what's so cool about that is like your experience is all the credits you need. And we live in a society that loves numbers and letters behind names, but you don't need it. Your life experience that's like your real life masters. That's what you do, you know. I don't have any degree in nutrition. I have 13 years of self-discovery and self-advocacy. So
well, that's the beautiful thing about this job is we don't need to have the credit behind us because we have Alana. We have all these trainers.
Team. Yeah. Which is super cool. Super, super cool. Okay, does anybody else have any other questions? Because we've got 6 minutes left. This has been awesome. Oh, Hope, come on. Hello. First of all, welcome Hope to our team. She's brand new. Yay!
Hi, Hope.
I'm gonna hit you with some really basic questions because
you're brand new. You're fine. You're
totally fine. That it's not even funny. So I moved to my room so that I can actually speak. I realized that I have actual questions. So for the LIIFT4, I was on the news for the coach office.
Yes.
And the way that they phrased this is super weird to me. So it goes on sale June 11th, right?
Yes.
And that's pre-sale. So it says you get the 4 workouts and then until the thing starts. But when does it actually start?
So the packs go on sale on June 11th as a VIP access. So you can start getting people signed up for the coach opportunity or as a client with the LIIFT4 challenge pack on June 11th. From June 11th to July 16th is kind of like that pre-sale VIP window where they can purchase. So just have June 11th as your date. They will get access to the 4 before LIIFT4 workouts right away, as well as the materials, but they won't get access to the full program, the full workout program, like all the videos, until July 16th.
July 16th. Okay.
Yes. So if they purchase June 11th, they get access to the workouts July 16th, but they'll get access to those 4 before LIIFT4 workouts right away, like immediately. And then for everybody else that doesn't purchase that VIP access, they get access to it automatically with their Beachbody On Demand subscription October 1st. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I know it's kind of funny with like a pre-launch and a launch, and it's like, wait, what? I thought there was just 1 date, but there's 3. So
awesome. Okay. And that makes sense. I was like, it definitely says starting July and then starting June, and nothing says anything about the 16th. And I don't.
You're fine. And so for that one too, Hope, like you'll most likely use my group, my #GirlsThatLift group for that one. If you're more comfortable with that, especially because you're just going through finals and stuff. So I would shoot to start talking about it and start getting people signed up that week of that June 11th week for the July 16th date, because you want to give people enough time to get their packs shipped to them and to get ready and get in the group and stuff. And I'll have the group made at that point. Actually, I think Brittany just made our LIIFT4 info group. So if you guys want to access that, I'll share it to the coach page right after this call. And you can use that as your like LIIFT4 info group if you want. If you want to make your own, go for it. If you want to use that one, go for it. I'm just trying to do this new thing right now where it's like, here is all the stuff that I'm doing. If you want to be a part of it, absolutely. And if you want to run your own, absolutely. Because I feel like when we're doing it together, it's fun.
Love, love, love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Namaste. Oh, you guys are awesome.
No, this part-time coach absolutely appreciates it. I run my continuous challenge group on the side, so it's a lot of work to run that, plus these separate groups. And like you said, like you just want to pour, and I just want to give that appreciation back. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for that appreciation. I appreciate you. Oh God, we're all so nice. It's sweet. And like,
we so Canadian, eh?
I know. We're just good humans. Also, I love your sweater, Morgan. I was totally checking it out. Ooh, girl, I'm going to get every person on the team in one of those. I swear. We're going to be
they are the bomb.
Meditating little hippies.
It's awesome. I was actually checking out all, like, cause I got a coach sweater on. Kayla's got a coach sweater. It's all the swag. You start to collect.
And I have 28 tank tops in my living room that need delivering. Oh yeah. Okay, that mug is huge. It's like a soup mug. I can't believe that is how big it is because I don't have one yet.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Today was the first day I actually used it. The other day I just like took a picture with it. But yeah, like you can't see it if you just like it wraps sort of around it, which is a little bit weird, but so it's a nice mug. I like.
I could make it smaller even. Hey, that text, I could make it smaller.
Yeah.
Cool. There's a tank top in the shop too that has "I am enough" written backwards, so you have to see it by looking in the mirror.
Yeah, super cool.
And actually, okay, so we only have 2 minutes left. This is totally off topic, but well, kind of on topic of the mugs. Can you guys, I'm looking to create a couple new designs for the tanks in the Boomerang shop, and I would love your input. So if you find anything that you're super inspired by on like Pinterest or anything, can you like shoot me a personal message and just be like, hey, this would be super dope on a tank top. I would love to see this for a team tank. Cause I'm looking at just like creating a couple new designs for that and really like creating some awesome stuff with some different tank top styles and and some new stuff in the Boomerang shop. Cause you know, team gear is always nice to wear. Oh, Hope. Yes. Go. You have less than a minute. So go quick.
Exactly. Okay. So, weird question just about this job in general. So Boomerang Fitness is like your thing.
Yeah.
It's yours.
Yes.
And everyone else kind of just like, okay, so you just create your own.
You betcha. I just say, this is my shit. You want to come with me? And people are like, yeah, that sounds great. Let's do it.
My Facebook thing. I feel weird saying like at Beachbody because people are like, okay, first of all, the word Beachbody, it's a good job, but that's like a really weird name.
I know.
Like,
I get a lot of flack for it.
I'm like, that sounds a little gross.
You just get it. You get it right off the bat, girl. You're gonna fit in just fine.
I know, she's killing it, right?
You'll get it. And don't use Beachbody. Use Boomerang. Part of the tribe.
Yeah. You could also say, Hope. You could also say. You could also say or you could say new job at, and you could write like accountability coach or wellness coach, or
yeah, I'm doing that too.
Yeah. Okay, you got it. We're totally gonna get cut off, but I love you all. Stacey, good luck with your surgery. Sending you so much love.
Thank you. You guys have so much fun. Post lots of stories and pictures when you're at Summit. I'll be watching. I'll need to watch something.
I'll get drunk and do something weird. How about that? Just joking. Kind of just joking. Okay, I love